Good day, folks. Welcome to the week 10 of Project Analytics. Today's session focuses on automated tools, specifically how modern AI, particularly large language models, or simply called LLMs, are transforming the way we analyze data. And over the past few weeks, we explored descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Today, we take a next step onto automation. So, pretty much the AI stuff. Instead of manually building models or dashboard, we now have tools that can analyze, interpret, and even recommend decision for us in real-time situation. In 2026, tools like Microsoft Copilot, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude are no longer just assistants. They are embedded into business workflow. They help project managers, analysts, and even small business owners make faster and smarter decisions without deep technical expertise. Today's lecture will combine theory with a practical retail case study showing how AI like Copilot can turn raw data into actionable insights. Yeah. We are now looking at the course module. In the last few weeks, or week 9 up until week 9, we did covered a lot. We did analyze the basis of data, and then we went on to look at basis of analytical tools, and we went on to study the four different types of analyticals, which is your descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. And in descriptive, we had a look at the mean of frequency, the measure of frequency, the mean, median, mode, and how do we do, or how we use count, and all those important statistical model. And then in diagnostic, we went on to see A and AO analysis of variance, and looking at dependent variable and independent variable. Predictive, we looked at the decision tree and linear programming, particularly the regression linear programming and multi-linear programming. And in prescriptive, we went on to see how Power BI is used to do or to help you prescriptive analytics. In today's, we look at automated tools followed by your student presentation. Okay, this slides introduce a key concept transforming data into actionable insight using the term called large language models. Traditionally, data analysis requires technical skills like SQL, Python, Power BI, or any statistical model which we already covered in the first few weeks. Today, the LLMs allow you to interact with data with natural language. For example, instead of writing code or simply, so what are the, you may simply ask, what are my top performing products? So you give the tool the data that you have, and then you can just ask what are the top performing products for your business, or predict next quarter sales trends, and things like that. In 2026, LLMs have become multimodal. They can analyze text, spreadsheet, images, and even dashboards simultaneously. This makes them extremely powerful for project analytics. The real shift here is accessibility. Analytics is no longer limited to data scientists. Project managers, engineers, and business owners can now directly interact with insights from the data given. This democratization of analytics is one of the biggest transformation in modern project environment. So let's ground this discussion in a real world context. Look at retail analytics. Retail is one of the most data intensive industry. Every transaction, customers interaction, and even inventory management generates lots and lots of data. Analytics is in retail help in three key areas. First, it enhances customers' experience, understand their behavior or the preference, and personalizing their offerings. Second, streamlining operations, which is nothing but optimizing inventory and supply chain. And third one is mostly boosting profitability, identifying high margin analytics or high margin products and pricing strategies. In today's competitive market, especially with e-commerce, dominance and real-time pricing, businesses that fail to use analytics often struggle to survive. This case study will help you to see how AI tools can directly solve some of these challenges. Okay, now let's focus on small business owners, how the LLMs can be used in small business. Unlike large corporations, small businesses often lack dedicated analytical teams. They probably won't have any analytical team as such. They operate with limited budgets, limited time, and limited expertise. As a result, many decisions are based on intuition rather than data. While experience is valuable, it often leads to missed opportunity or costly mistakes. Additionally, markets today are highly dynamic, customers' preferences change rapidly, and competition is intense. This is where automated tools has becomes more critical. They provide affordable, scalable, and analytical capability that were previously only available for large organizations or large enterprise. In 2026, lots and lots of AI tools came in, and they are very effective, leveling in playing the field. Small businesses also face two major strategic changes: competition and scaling. Large companies have advanced analytical systems such supply chain optimization and predictive models. Some small business struggles to match this. At the same time, when small businesses grows, maintaining efficiency becomes difficult. Inventory operations and customer management becomes more complex. Automated AI tools solves both these problems. They provide enterprise level insight at low cost, and they scale as a business grows. This is why AI adaptation among the small medium enterprise has significantly increased in the recent years. So you're looking at simplifying analytical tools with automatic tools. This slide highlights why the LLMs are transformative. First, natural language processing, which is called like user can interact with data conversationally. Second, it rapid insight analysis that once taken hours and days now can be done in seconds. Third, customizable queries. What that is, user can ask very specific business operation questions, and yeah, in 2026, these tools are even more powerful. They integrate directly with Excel, Power BI, ERP systems, which is your enterprise resource planning system, and other cloud platforms. For project managers, this means faster reporting and better forecasting and improved decision making ability with minimal technical efforts. Okay, now let's briefly look at the evolution of LLMs, the history of LLMs. Like starting with GPT-1, which was originated in 2018, we saw basics text generation, and in GPT-2, we had some improvements in scales and coherence. And the GPT-3 introduced massive capability with 175 billion parameters, mostly the AI algorithms, and the GPT-4 which we use is brought multimodal capabilities. And now in 2026, I think the model GPT-5, Gemini 3, Claude 3 plus, and Grok have advanced reasoning, real-time data integration, and enterprise level deployment. The key takeaway is exponential growth. Each generation significantly expands its capability. Understanding this evolution helps you appreciate why these tools are now central to analytics. The first GPT model, the GPT-1, was introduced by OpenAI in 2018. I think it contained almost 117 million parameters and was pre-trained on a large corpus of text data. The model was trained using an unsupervised learning technique where it was given no specific task but to predict the next word in the sentence. The GPT-1 was the groundbreaking the initiative as it could generate coherent sentence and even paragraphs which were mostly or almostly indistinguishable from those written by humans. 2019 saw the GPT-2, the second iteration. It was a more sophisticated version of its predecessor, which is GPT-1, with 1.5 billion parameters, allowing it to generate longer and more coherent text. However, GPT-2 was considered controversial as it creates deemed it powerful and withheld its full version. They were concerned that the model could be used to generate fake news and other forms of misleading content, potentially causing harm, so they upgraded it. The GPT-3 performance has been exceptional, and it has been used in various applications such as natural language processing, text classification, and even chatbots. The GPT-4, which was introduced in 2023, is a multi-modal large language model. created by the Open AI, and the fourth in its GPT series. It was released on March 14, 2023, and has been made publicly available in a limited form via ChatGPT Plus, with the access to its commercial API being provided via waitlist. As a transformer, GPT-4 was pre-trained to predict the next token using both public data and data license from third-party providers, and was then fine-tuned with reinforcement learning from human and AI feedback for human alignment and policy compliance. Okay, let's introduce Sarah. Sarah owns a boutique clothing store in Sydney. Like many entrepreneurs, she is passionate and driven, but struggles with data analysis. Her story represents thousands of small business owners globally. She has data, sales record, and inventory data, but lacks the tools and time to analyze it effectively. This is where we'll use LLMs to enhance her capability and help her use data analysis. Let's look at what key challenges that Sarah faces. She actually faces four major challenges. One is inventory management, which is looking at overstocking and stockouts, and trend prediction. Fashion obviously has a trend of changing rapidly, and sales optimization, identifying what to promote and when. And the fourth one is time constraint. She cannot spend hours on data analysis. So these are classical business problems and ideally use this case for AI. So LLMs address Sarah's challenges in a very practical way. They provide a simple interface, no coding required. They generate quick insights, patterns, trends, and recommendation. They allow flexible queries. Sarah can ask anything relevant to her business. Most importantly, they provide actionable insight, not just data, but decision. This is the real value of AI in business. Okay, now let's look onto a tutorial. In this section, we will walk through how Sarah can use AI tool like Copilot, and we got the Excel data, inventory and sales. Please download it from Canvas. Then we'll begin to ask questions like how do we do inventory, distribution, sales trend, top products, and category performance. And what's important here is the workflow. Go to upload, ask, analyze, and act. This is fundamentally different from traditional analytics where users had to clean, model, and visualize data manually. Now AI handles much of the process for you.